YOLO and what's up? Welcome back. It's Jan 7th, and today I've been in the bed the whole day. I'm feeling a bit blue today, a bit under the weather. So I'm not sure what happened. I don't have any energy. I'm not able to walk. I have body pains. It's not COVID. It's just that during the weather change, I my legs do pain a lot. That's one issue that I face every year in winters. So it's like hurting really bad. So I have not been out of the bed. I am trying to stay warm, but I don't like to be warm. So that's one issue. So yesterday we did our first DIY. I hope you guys liked it. Today I thought I would share few things that I would like to talk about. For example, it's been 7 days since 2021 started, but it doesn't feel like that to me. I still feel that I'm somewhere in 2020, in mid 2020. There is I always feel a change when the year changes, and this time around I have not felt it till now. uh, Maybe because we are all at home, we are kind of in a self lockdown, so things have not changed and we've been living the same kind of daily routine. So that could be one of the reasons. um, Not sure why. uh, just that. And today I wanted to talk about right not right and wrong. I wanted to talk about good and bad. you know like since we are kids, we are always thought about good, we are thought about bad. And I just want to talk about what is good and what is bad. So this is also going to be a topic on my podcast. So if you see, the concept of good and bad is kind of synonym to right and wrong, but they are completely different things. So something that could be considered bad could be right in a way, and something that is considered good could be wrong in a way. Not yeah Wrong. So that way, how do we how do we perceive good and bad? How do we decide what is good and bad? Because it changes from person to person with their point of views. So it's generally very hard to decide what is good, what is bad. For example, when I was a kid, my parents used to teach me, okay, this thing is good, this is bad, this is okay, kind of, white lies and stuff. Uh, but when you grow up, you your point of view changes of good and bad. Something that you considered was bad, you might understand, okay, no, it's not bad, it is good. Or something that you considered was good turns out to be bad, you realize that it was bad. So the definition of good and bad is always changing with your experience, with your growth as a person, with your life experiences. It always changes. And then I ask myself a question: who am I to say whether something is good or bad? I always ask myself, who am I to actually label a thing, whether it is good or whether it is bad, whether it is okay? Why should something be labeled or characterized into good and bad? Uh, in terms, if you Google good, the definition, you see it is something to do with the moral of a person. So that moral changes from culture to culture, it changes from person to person, it changes from situation to situation, it changes from their life experiences. So why do we categorize things into good and bad and uh, create a mess of it? I feel categorizing something into good and bad will create a mess. It will create a lot of friction. Um, it will create judgments. You will start judging people. You will start becoming opinionated. I don't say being having an opinion is bad. I will never say that, because everyone is entitled to their opinion. I am entitled to my opinion, and I'm talking about my point of view on good and bad. That doesn't mean you cannot, you know, say that okay, this is good for me, this is bad for me. You are the best judge for that, but I am not a judge for you. Neither vice versa. So if we start seeing the world in black and white, it's going to be chaotic. That's why tend to see the world in gray. So I think we should stop categorizing stuff into good and bad. We should what is the right word here? We should kind of go with the flow. We should be more accepting, more understanding, more open towards other people's thought, and at the same time always be happy to say agree to disagree and not stretch those topics, because I have seen such things, such concepts in relationship, whether it is with your family, with your friends, with your better half, with your parents. It creates a friction, an unwanted friction in any relationship. That's what I have learned when also it makes the other person think or overthink about a few things on themselves, and which is kind of like punishing self. Kind of doubt is a very big punishment anyone can give to themselves, because I've lived in self doubt a lot. Anything that I did, I used to have a lot of self doubt in that, and it really affected my confidence, my way of speaking to people. And in at my workplace, we have this section where you need to fill out in growth opportunities, like you need to fill out where would you like to grow. What do you think is missing in you that would make you a good leader or professionally will help you grow. So the thing that I put there was the confidence, or to say no to the people who are at a higher position than me, because I'm never able to say no to any person. Even if I have 100 tasks on my plate, they give me one more, I was not able to say no to it, and that actually backfired on me itself. So I learned, yes, you need to learn to say no. So here I always wanted to be a good person. He does all this, and he is always supportive, always helpful. But that definition of good that I labeled did not help me, because that was not helpful, because the concept of that good and bad was completely different in my head. And as I grew, I started to understand why are we labeling things. And we do this with our own kids. We try to teach them good and bad. I'm not telling that you should not teach them good and bad. You should help them make their own choices uh, about good and bad. The only thing that you can do is teach your kids morals that will help them make the right decision or the good decision when the time comes. Uh, Try to understand from their point of view what is good, what is bad. So, I was talking to my nephew today. Uh, we were talking about Harry Potter. He was reading the Harry Potter books. He's on the fifth book, and I love those books. I love the series. I've read them about 10 times plus, all the books. So I asked him which Hogwarts house would he be sorted into, and he said I would go in Gryffindor. And I asked him, please explain why. Why do you think that you would be sorted into Gryffindor? His explanation was cute, innocent, and to be honest, he related it to himself. He was so mature in explaining that he just narrated a time when his elder sister did not want to go someplace and order something because she was kind of afraid or uncomfortable doing that. And this little fellow, he said, "Don't worry, I'll come with you. We'll go. I'll order it for you." And he says, "See, I was brave. She was not brave at that time." His explanation was simple, that I was able to do that. I did it, and hence I am brave, and hence I should be in Gryffindor. That concept of bravery, let it be just going and order something on the counter, he related it with bravery, and he thinks that is brave. At his age, yes, it is. But understanding that and being able to relate to something at that young age is really hats off. And we should also be teaching our kids these kind of morals, explain them, let them make their choices, and understand their point of view, because it's always going to be unique. You'll always learn something. And I also learned something from him today, and I'm pretty happy. So I'll be talking about good and bad, my past experiences with good and bad, and how my point of view actually changed in my podcast. I have recorded a bit of it, and other part I'll be recording it shortly, and I'll be sharing it with you guys in a link. So think about good and bad and how you perceive it. I would like to hear about your point of view on good and bad in the comments. What do you think? And if, are you able to relate to my thought process that we shouldn't be judging things in good and bad? Just let things be, and uh, try to understand why things were done in such a way, rather than labeling them into good and bad category. First try to understand and the point of view, and then, oh, I wouldn't say make a judgment, because I am strictly against making any judgments. So I would say understand the point of view, and then make your choice and make your point of view after that. Create a view about it, and then you'll be able to learn more, grow as a person. I think that is what I would like to do. I would like to uh, redefine good and bad in the year 2021 for myself. And I have started doing that. I have started seeing things a bit differently now, and it's good. I'm learning. So this was my day 7th. tomorrow I hope I am much better than today and we are able to do something. So take care. Bye bye. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I'll be waiting for your comments. So take care. Bye bye.